Hi Pisces, how are you guys doing today? I hope all is well with you. So today, I'm going to be pulling some cards on you guys regarding these transits that are happening and occurring. So on the 26th of January, Neptune entered a 14, 13-year cycles in Aries. With that being said, on February 17th, we're going to also be doing a Saturn and Neptune conjunction with 0 degrees in Aries as well. I'm going to pull some cards regarding this transit. And this transit is special for you guys because Neptune is your ruling planet. So out of all the water signs, you guys, this energy is more heavier. With that being said, Pisces, this transit is going to be affecting you guys spiritually, your spiritual identity, and your identity as a whole and how you express that self in your outer world. So let's go ahead and start the process. Pull some cards. So Spirit, when it comes down to my lovely Pisces, can you show me how is this transit, how are these transits going to affect Pisces going forward during this 13-year cycle? King of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Queen of Swords. All right. So Pisces, with that being said, okay, with this King of Pentacles to the Six of Cups, how you see yourself is going to change drastically, and that's going to change how your relationship, not only to people, but to money. There's going to be a sense of clarity, identity, a sense of, if you were confused about who you are and how you position yourself to the outer world, this transit is going to clear things up for you. There's no more confusion. There's no more, well, maybe I'm this or maybe I'm that. And there's no more allowing other people to tell you, oh my God, Pisces, you've changed. Pisces, you've done this. You just embody it. You just become that. With that being said, being as though that Neptune was in Pisces and it's now in Aries, which is your sun sign or moon rising or Venus sign, being as though that Venus was definitely, that Pisces was most definitely in Neptune, you guys might have been practicing a little bit of spiritual bypassing. I don't want to say it, but I want to say it, okay? With this energy, the Six of Cups to this Queen of Swords, there's less spiritual bypassing and more of a spiritual awakening that's happening. Not necessarily a spiritual awakening, but more so an identity awakening. So it might feel like a disruption to your spiritual life and how you feel, how you see, how you in tune with your spirituality, your spiritual practice, or even just with your walk in life. A lot of that is changing. You're bringing to ground your intuition and turn it to action. Spirit, Saturn is calling you guys to structure your gifts. With this transition, with Neptune being your ruling sign, you're not able to dissolve yourself within this transit as well. So if you're able to hide behind or just water yourself down, you can't. It's not possible. It's not possible. That's what this transit is actually going to show you and allow you guys to actually pull forth or bring forth. With that being said, expect for a clearer sense of purpose, a more strategic, not only way of life, but more so way of thinking, and you know who you are. People don't have to tell you who Pisces is. This is again a spiritual embodiment, an identity awakening for you guys, but also a spiritual embodiment type of transition. You become so. I would say, Spirit would say that you are a cosmic escape artist, but now you're more of a spiritual adult. If that makes sense, it's like, to me, Pisces is one of the most spiritual signs in terms of how they're able to attune to other realms, and also how they're able to pick up on things in this realm as well, Earth realm. With that being said, it's like since you guys are so easy it's so easy for you guys to do that or do things like that or get lost into your creativity and your desires and your intuition. You kind of get lost in self. There's no more of that. It's like you're fine-tuning your intuition during this transit. And also you're learning how to say no. that idea of you having to show up and show yourself with people, just the idea so that you could please people or just try to impress people, it's like that's not gonna work for you no more. It's not, I'm not to say, remember, not for other people, it's not gonna work for you anymore. You're gonna get a lot more irritated and agitated at the fact that people don't know you or expect you to be you, even though you've been Pisces all your life. So it's like, why are they expect you to bend and break at their will and not necessarily meet Pisces halfway? With this King of Pentacles in reverse, Pisces, I mean not reverse. With this King of Pentacles, Pisces, your money is going to get a lot more better. A lot better in terms of how you structure it financially and how you structure it for the long term. Spirit is saying you get a more clear head. It's not because you're bad at money, but it's more so that you're more, not like how you have like a spiritual awakening in terms of like how your identity is also tied to your money. It's like self-worth lessons are tied to your finances with this transit. So that's what I'm trying to say. So how you make your money and how you build your money throughout these transits are going to be tied to how you view yourself. The higher you view yourself, the more money you bring in, the more you view the work you do, your work ethic and the work that you put in is the more money that you'll bring in. All right? With that being said, Pisces, again, this is a big transit for you guys. So for you guys, I'm going to say this. There are signs for all water signs, but for you guys, resisting during this transit could lead to a lot of chaos, a lot of passive aggressive. You're going to be emotionally overwhelmed very easily at that. Expect burnout and escapism in terms of new levels. So if you can't escape in your fantasies, expect substance, fantasy, isolation, things like that. It's going to create really unhealthy habits if you don't step into this full force, Pisces. Act on feelings. Don't suppress them. That's going to help you. Ground your intuition. That's going to help you. Grounding your intuition within your body is going to help you a lot. And also, guess what? Choose courage over comfort. During this, it's going to be the most financially beneficial for you during this 14-year cycles for you to choose courage over comfort. Courage over comfort, because that's going to give you the most gains out of all of this. With that being said, Pisces, this has been your reading. And I love you all. Hope you have a great day. Bye.